I was called by the owner because unfortunately someone came in to our daycare. We looked and saw what happened, and we saw that the suspect came in from the back, broke in from
Nah,
the
it's not.
back
It's not.
kitchen,
Yeah.
and he also destroyed the wall to come in. As we walked around the daycare, we saw that our office doors was broken into as well. We saw that, unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community, as one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
Hey, hold on. So hold on. So hold on. Because this YouTuber Nick Shirley decided to shine the light on the bullshit that y'all been getting on, that y'all making millions of dollars off of taxpayers, it's his fault. How convenient is it that this YouTuber comes out and he's calling y'all bluff? He's coming out here. He said, listen, y'all out here funneling this money, making millions of fucking dollars. There's no daycare. Where are the children at? Then you got CNN or MSNBC, one of them. Now they were trying to go at Nick Shirley, asking him, well, did you go at the right time? Did you go when they were closing hours? Well, ma'am, it shouldn't even matter whether either or. It should not matter, simply because if you call the number, and or there should be some sort of documentation letting you know, okay, what are the hours are. What if you would, especially if you know if it's a daycare as well, there will be signs and signals. You would know that this is an actual daycare, right? What up, clown? What's good with you? And now all of a sudden, all of the documentation has been vandalized. All of a sudden, all the documentation is gone, has been vandalized. But you gonna blame Nick Shirley of it. All right, come on, man. Come on, bro.
We've been receiving hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us since the past couple of days.
Look at that liberal back there.
Including one that happened yesterday morning after the break-in. This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us Somali communities as Somali Americans. We are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening. This is also
you want people to stand for you, but don't y'all got a group of individuals who are saying that y'all feel as if y'all are better than the American people? We're gonna get to that video. Don't worry about it.
So sad that a video can cause all of this. I want to say that there are hundreds of daycares out there, Somali daycares that are out there, and we all help our children and everyone in our community. We have high quality daycares, and this is very sad news that one individual who made a false claim about fraud that is happening in the daycares engaged everyone else to come and do this to us.
All you gotta do is show that. Listen, bro. I'm not gonna dive into documentation. I'm not gonna dive into the political war. I'm just gonna dive off based off of the common sense. Listen, bro. You can go to any legit daycare. They're gonna have pictures. They're gonna have playground sets. They're gonna have toys. They're gonna have all of these little learning toys. All these different things that they will have for these communities, for this specific daycare, any daycare, might I add. There's going to be documentation that you can easily provide, that you will be able to easily provide to anybody who is asking you about the daycare in itself. Where's the brochure at? How come you can't look some of these businesses up online? Why is it that when you try to call some of these businesses, nobody's answering the phone? Why is that? Tell me why that is. Unless some shady shit is going on the back end. What you not about to do is sit here and gaslight me, bro. That's what you're not about to do. Nobody's saying it's 100% of the Somalian community. Nobody's saying that. But however, the ones that have been highlighted, it seems as if y'all been doing some shady shit. You taking all of the taxpayers' dollars, American taxpayers' dollars, then you want to come back on the back end and sit up here and tell us how we ain't shit. All right. Like, I hear you. I hear you. But let me go to this. But let me go to this other video though. Let me go to the other video though to give y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this.
In multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like I know Somali who are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, like Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of. And it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're Black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful. It should be really applaud.
No, you guys are not that successful in Minnesota.
Oh shit, he's breaking it down for you.
Immigrant Somali households are on some type of welfare. If you look above my head, you'll see that 23% are on cash. If we go over to food stamps, you'll see that 62% are on food stamps. If we go to Medicaid, you'll see that 86% are on Medicaid. So 89% of Somali immigrant families that have children are on some type of welfare in the United States. 89%. And this is coming from the Center for Immigration Studies. Now, in the vast majority of cases, if someone is on Medicaid, they are a net recipient in tax dollars, meaning the value of the benefits they receive from the government is more than they pay into the federal tax system. Again, that means they're a net recipient.
I guess one positive in this aspect, I guess one thing we all can agree on is that they know how to finesse. They know how to finesse. Because they've been getting away with it for a long time. They've been getting away with it for a long time. Now it's shining the light, and now it's, oh, we need to come together as a group. We need to be in the American people. Okay, where was all that talk when you taking all these taxpayers' dollars? Where is all that talk now? All of a sudden it's, oh, well, you trying to come at us. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't. Priscilla, I don't know what you all are discussing. All I can say is learn the laws of the land. Yep, that's in the Bible. Learn the laws of the land. Obey. Might I add, obey the laws of the land. Unless it goes against God's word. That's also what the Bible says too. Just in case you didn't know. So let me jump over to this other one. Let me jump over to this last video. Then we'll just kind of do our thing. Because there's another person talking about the same situation.
Feel as major corruption is being exposed, especially now with the case in Minnesota and the daycare fraud. This is not just about money being stolen anymore. It's about a growing feeling that being a good citizen, being a hardworking person, paying your taxes may not be worth it. People are starting to feel stupid. They think, well, I'm here, I'm playing by the rules, I am working hard, I'm providing for my family, I'm doing the hard work, and I'm the idiot. You see the memes online and we laugh, like, oh, me on my way to work thinking that I should have just opened a daycare center in Minnesota and made millions. And again, it is funny, but it's also deeply sad. Because the next thing is, why am I even doing this? And that's the part that no one wants to talk about, because this kind of feeling shapes culture. I come from Brazil, as you know, and in Brazil, we have this thing we call the Brazilian way, which is the idea that there's always a shortcut. There's always a loophole, a way to take advantage of a situation. And people think it comes out of nowhere. Oh, it's just the Brazilian way of living. No, this comes from years of Brazilian people being robbed and nothing being done with the thieves. So we now think that survival means cheating the system before it cheats you. Eventually, people stop believing that being honest is rewarded. When a society teaches its citizens that being honest makes you a loser, well, that's really dangerous. You don't just lose money. You lose trust. You lose dignity. You lose the culture that holds it all together. And once that's gone, it's really hard to get back.
No, I agree. I agree with that. And that's exactly what Trump has been advocating for this entire time. So it's not just the fact that you an immigrant, but that's why they always put illegal. You come over here, you talking about how you strapped yourself up by the bootstraps and all that extra shit, but you over here finessing the system. Again, I hear you. I get it. You learn how to finesse the system, and a lot of people fail for it. Hey, chalk it up to the game. It is what it is. But now you're getting highlighted on the bullshit that's going on. Now you got to come to the front of the congregation. Now you got to answer for all the bullshit that you've been doing, and you don't know how to. That's what's going on. Because and also I will say this is culture too, because now we live in a society where everybody wants to microwave success. Everybody, they see somebody shining or fake shining on Instagram. Like, oh man, I just want my life to live like that. Y'all see it all the time. I'm pretty sure somebody that sent you this before. This could be us, but X, Y, and Z. This could be me and you. Like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that. Ain't nobody working for it. A lot of y'all niggas out here finessing and scamming. Don't nobody want to be patient. Don't nobody want to work for the shit no more. Nobody wants to have to get it out the mud. They just want, I want to be successful, but you ain't willing to do the fucking work. You just want the shit to be dropped in your fucking lap. That's what you want. And then when people call you out on your shit, then it's all of a sudden now you want to play victim. Like, nah, you've been stealing all this time, big dog. No, we're not having it. We ain't doing it. We're not doing it. I would say FBAs and the rest of Americans are being forced to subsidize their country. Hey, who is FBA? Most of my people from Ghana, Nigeria, etc., when they come to the USA, is it to better yourself? Well, that's what it's supposed to be. Land of the free, where dreams come true, where you can have the life of your dreams, but you got to work for it. That's the part that they don't throw. That's the part that they don't throw in. That's the part that they don't throw in. They don't throw in the part of, listen, you still got to go and get it. You still got to put in the work to get it. It ain't just going to fall in your lap. You learn from those who are already successful, who did it the right way. You learn from them. And then you build accordingly. Oh, Foundation of Black Americans. I got you. Okay. I got you. Hey, I appreciate you for that. I didn't know. I appreciate you for telling me that. But that's what we need. That's what we have to start doing. And that's one of the main reasons why in my content now, I'm starting to add a little bit more money factors. I'm not even talking about this, but what I want to start adding to my content is what we talking about money, bro. Because I get it. We talk about relationships. I'm still going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm adding a little bit of politics into it as I become more versed in it, but more so about the money aspect, bro. Because I think that's where the Black community is lacking. And just the culture overall. Let's be 110%. Because it ain't just the Black community. There's a lot of other people who out this bitch struggling. They don't know don't know the value of a dollar. They don't even know the right way to save a fucking dollar. They don't. And so we learn together. And once we learn and we apply, because we don't just learn and then don't do nothing. Knowledge means nothing when you don't apply it. We gain the knowledge and then we apply it to our own lives. That's what I live by. Once I learn something new, I apply it. I take the action. Then I learn as I go. We build the plane as that bitch is flying. It's a fact. It's a fact. Let me read some of these comments before I move on to the next topic. Let's see. I think that Tim Walz, guys, in on it though, is probably going to be a huge scapegoat. I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure it is. When I came to this country, my family had to show and prove that we are not going to deepen on this country, bring back that law or revive it. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get rich quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, Let's get our money.